Okay, guys, so update wrap up from last week so I can get this YouTube out. So Saturday night, Nick and I went out and we celebrated our anniversary. We had dinner out at our favorite place. You'll see some clips in here from that. And then Sunday morning is when everything went to shit, pretty much. I woke up at 4:30 to go to the bathroom and I had a bad headache. So I came in the kitchen in here and took some Tylenol, and I opened the Tylenol, and as I'm opening it, all of a sudden I just blacked out. So I passed out. I hit my head down on the counter like really hard. And then like when I came to, like, it's like my face was stuck to the counter, like just stuck, like I couldn't move. I was completely soaked with sweat. I felt like I was gonna throw up or piss myself. It felt exactly like what happened when I crashed in the hospital during the tilt table test in 2017. It was the same exact symptoms. So I started screaming for Nick because I couldn't move. So he helped me walk in the bathroom because I wasn't sure if I was gonna throw up or not, which I didn't. And then we sat there on the floor for like an hour, and my whole body was numb. And the reason I didn't go to the hospital or call 911 is because I knew I wouldn't get to see my cardiologist, and I want to see my cardiologist. So we just kind of sat there, and then I got back in the bed and stayed there for a while. Then all day Sunday, like, I just did not feel right. I had chest pains off and on. I just felt out of it. I was having flutters. So basically what happened was Saturday I had this cold brew coffee, which you guys will probably see in this YouTube or my last one, that I had started drinking some from Target. And I'm not supposed to have any caffeine. I usually just take, you guys know, like sips of a C4, or I'll have my one tea a day that I sip on all throughout the day. It's only 50 milligrams. So I had this cold brew, and then we went out and I had 3 espresso martinis that were really strong espressos. And I think I just had way too much caffeine, and I put myself into AFib, and I was in AFib so long that it just shut off the blood flow to my brain. And so I passed out. So yeah, it was really scary. And then yesterday, I still felt really weird and like a bad headache and just like having chest pains off and on. And I called my cardiologist, and he was moving offices this week, so he was not taking any visits or anything. Actually, I talked to the front desk lady. I told her to please have him call me. Of course, he usually always calls me, so I'm really 100% sure that they did not tell him, because I know he would call me. He always does. So I ended up going to the emergency room yesterday afternoon to get checked out. The good news is I was no longer in AFib. They checked my heart to see if I had had a heart attack, and I didn't. They did a scan of my brain to make sure I didn't have a concussion or any damage from hitting my head, and everything was good there. So they gave me IV fluids. They wanted to put me on a heart medication, which I refused because I don't take anything unless my cardiologist gives it to me. And see, that's the thing that people don't know about the healthcare field. See, me being in the healthcare field, I'm very smart about this kind of stuff. And this happens to my patients all the time. They go to the hospital and they get put on all these different new meds, and then they end up 10 times worse. Like, you should never just take new meds. Like, you should always consult with your doctor. So I refused the medication, and they were kind of mad at me. And then they basically just wanted to get me out of there because I refused the medications they were trying to give me. And then they basically said I need to follow up my cardiologist and probably wear a heart monitor, because the thing is when these things happen, like if you don't go right away, like, you're not going to catch it. Like, you can go to the hospital the next day and get an EKG or whatever, but if you're not there right when it happens, they're not going to catch what exactly happened. So I'll probably have to wear the Holter monitor again. I've had to do this several times to just see what's going on, because I've been having a lot of issues, honestly, with my heart in the last couple weeks. Like, I've been having chest pains. I woke up a couple weeks ago in the middle of the night with bad chest pains and couldn't breathe. And then this happened, like, I passed out. But I have been having this coffee and this caffeine and espresso martinis, and like, I'm not supposed to have caffeine. And my dad has the same heart issues as me, and I talked to him about it, and he was like, yeah, actually, he's like, anytime he has like more than one soda throughout the day, he goes into AFib and ends up in the hospital. My dad actually had a heart attack at 24 and it was from having too much caffeine, because he went into AFib. So yeah, it just runs in my family. And I have a lot of people that are like, oh, you probably just had a panic attack, or you're having anxiety. No, it's not anxiety or panic attack. I have an actual legit diagnosed heart condition. Like, I don't know, people just try to help or say things that make you feel better, and I appreciate that, but no, like, I have a legit heart condition I was diagnosed with in 2017. It runs in my family. My grandma has it, my dad has it, my uncle has it, my cousin has it, and 2 of my aunts have it. So it's just like something to be cautious about, and it's my own stupidity for drinking all this caffeine. So no more espresso martinis for me for a while. No caffeine. I haven't even had my tea that I have once a day in the last 3 days. I still have a headache. I haven't been feeling right. I haven't done hardly any cardio compared to what I normally do. Today was the first day I actually did my walk on the treadmill in the morning. And it's weird for me. The last 2 days, I didn't even hit 10K steps. And I think it's the first time in a long time. I didn't work out. I went to the gym yesterday morning and tried to do a workout, which was dumb, so dumb. I left there, felt horrible, and was having chest pain, so I left. And then today I went and I did like 3 shoulder things, and I just had this bad headache, so I left. But I'm actually now, it's like I'm starting to feel more myself now. So I think it's starting to get better. I still have a bad headache, but I haven't had, knock on wood, any flutters or chest pains at all today. So I think I'm back to normal. We're supposed to leave on Thursday to go to New Orleans for our anniversary trip. We go on a trip every year for our anniversary. And, I don't know. I mean, I really don't think I should be drinking any alcohol right now either. So I told Nick I might have like 1 or 2 drinks at the most, but like, that's it. I need to be cautious right now and take care of my health. So yeah, that's what's been going on. My weight freaking jumped through the roof, went up 5 pounds. I did have cookies. I had some of the drizzle cookies. We had a pizza we shared. We had drinks. So I probably ate more than I normally do. And then I had to have IV fluids pumped into me. I passed out. My body's like reacting through all this. I did less steps. So yeah, my body is just a little wacky right now. So yeah, my weight jumped up 5 pounds. So I'm now like 11 pounds from stage weight. It's the highest I've been. This is actually the most I've weighed since July of last year. And I do want to gain some weight, but like not this way, not like 5 pounds overnight. So I know a lot of it's just water and inflammation and my body responding to all these things happening. So I'm not going to get too upset about it. I'm just eating my normal meals this week. And I mean, I'm still going to go to New Orleans with Nick and we're going to have a couple meals. And then after the New Orleans, my plan is to only have 1 untracked meal a month. So we'll see how all this goes. But that is what's been going on with my crazy life. Yep. So we'll see what goes on. Hopefully I get better.